what makes Extraordinary so extraordinary to you? Like, I noticed that you gave it one of your higher grades, the B+. I know you reserve your A's. We've discussed this before. I know why I think it's extraordinary. So can you talk about what makes it special to you?
It's interesting because, you know, for a really long time, I've seen, a lot of movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going back to like college or even high school, I was seeing, and proud to be seeing, 100, 110 movies a year. Since I've been doing this job the last 5 years, now I'm seeing 250 movies a year. And, a lot of it isn't really worth seeing, but you're not seeing the stuff like Extraordinary unless you're seeing that extra, that extra chunk of movies. So among the extra 140, there's 4 or 5 a year that come out. You're like, I would have never seen this before. It's so under the radar. And it's those kind of, surprises. It's those kind of like gems that you begin to cherish.
Why don't we see ghosts every day?
Oh, leave me alone.
Well, it's a movie that came along that I had no idea what it was, and every week being a film critic, there's a couple of these things that you just don't know about, and oftentimes there's afterwards there's a reason you don't know about them, or they kind of quick. But this one in particular has like such a strong voice, such a strong comedic voice, and such like a fresh voice. That immediately within the first 3 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm in on this. There's a gag right in the beginning, I think, when like there's a roadside funeral of sorts, and then like they either, and then somebody comes and cleans out the scene really quick, and you're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
Immediately you can tell that that this movie has its own kind of comic vibe and is confident in that vibe. And it's something that as a viewer, you kind of, if you have a certain sense of humor, you can immediately tell like, okay, this is a funny movie, and you're just along for the ride with it. The fact that Will Forte is in it, again, kind of subscribes to a certain comedic theory. You're like, well, if Forte's down, and if they're down with Forte, then this is going to be a good ride. And Forte's bananas in it, and he's going crazy.
Hey, dinner!
Coming, my sweet. I'm doing an incantation.
I really like the lead actress in it. I have her name. You have her name in front of you.
I do. It's Maeve Higgins.
She's so good, and she was one of the writers on it as well. And you don't see a lead actress like her in a lot of movies that get made in America. And she's really funny.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Martin, she's floating. She's floating, Martin.
I know. And just the whole, it really just comes down to funny. Is this a funny comedy? And absolutely, it's a very, very funny comedy that kind of, you're happy to spend time in its world for a couple hours in such good hands. And this is the filmmaker's debut movie, right? The
Yes.
two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them.
It's the kind of thing where like a couple movies from now, they'll have built kind of their own, oeuvre, and you're gonna be like, yeah, man, I was on board from the beginning, and you could tell in the beginning that they're going somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I feel that too. Like Extraordinary is going to be the cult classic in a few years. Like I'll be like, yeah, we showed that.
Yeah,
like
it's the kind of thing that like it's cool to get on board with now. You know what I mean? Say then that, yeah, man, Extraordinary. You didn't see Extraordinary. It's the one that people are going back to because they didn't see it because the other thing becomes a hit or something. It has that kind of feel, and it has that kind of feel like they're going somewhere, and they're kind of building they're building their own world, and this is the first brick in the foundation. There's a line in it. I went back to my notes from the movie when I saw it.
Love it.
The guy says, and I hope this isn't a spoiler alert, but it's just a good line. He goes, turns out taking a ghost into your body and puking up its ectoplasm while your daughter is under a satanic levitation spell will really take it out of you. I mean, like, if you can rip off a line like that, you're doing good things.
Yeah.
It's just funny throughout. Yeah.
You know, and it is quirky, it is eccentric, but that's what makes it great. And everybody's in on it.
Yeah, and this is the kind of movie that you can tell your friends about, and they're going to be like, oh, because they're not going to know about it. Your friends don't already know about this movie. So if you're the one giving the recommendation, then you earn cool points from them.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tell them where you saw it. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Cinema Detroit. The virtual Cinema Detroit.
Yes. Our virtual screening room in the ether. Yes. But we're having fun with it. So it's
in the digital space.
good. In the digital space. Yeah.
It's among us.
Right. Exactly. As many people as want to.
Yeah.
No limits. Yeah. So yeah, we're really proud to show it. And I appreciated your review and your drawing attention to it. And
people can watch it with physical snacks that they can pick up from the theater.
That's true. Thursday and Friday, 5 to 7, Saturday, 3 to 5, we are offering carry-out concessions. So you can grab your snacks and then go rent something from the virtual cinema. Very good. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, certainly.
This has been a really cool conversation. Is there anything else that you want to add? What are you up to? Do you want to talk about anything you got going on, or?
Quarantining and keeping on is what I'm doing. I'm constantly watching something.
Of course. Yeah.
There's been a lot of VOD stuff. I'm watching a lot of, streaming content. Watching as much as I've ever watched.
Yeah. Myself as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Yep. Adam Graham from the Detroit News at Gramarama on Twitter. And
yes.
Take good care. Thank you so much.
You as well. Thank you.
Yes.
Magic.
Aha! Your girl's got something.
Prick.